Hi, I'm Shane Harris. I was born in Australia and lived there until kind of around my early to mid-20s, and ever since I've been living abroad. Various places around the world, ranging from North America to Russia, Southeast Asia, and right now I live here in Lagos, Nigeria, on the west coast of Africa. I grew up on the east coast of Australia. I was blessed with some of the best surf in the world, and I grew up during my school years. I'd get myself into the waves whenever I could. And being in the ocean was, and still is, my happy place. And so, as you can imagine, I was so pleasantly surprised to find myself, after so many years here in Nigeria, with waves at my doorstep and the ability to surf on a regular basis. And probably the closest break that I have is a place called Tarkwa Bay. It's adjacent to Lagos Harbour, and so it has this long breakwall alongside it, and as the swell comes in from the Atlantic, it bends on this kind of breakwall and peaks in this really predictable area, and then just provides this brilliant right-hand wave. And this wave can range from about waist height to double overhead, depending on the swell and the tide at the time. Now, one of the best things about this break is that it's never crowded like you experience elsewhere in the world, and especially countries like Australia. I get to surf there amongst a bunch of the nicest group of locals that you could possibly imagine, ranging from young kids who are just learning to surf to some teenagers and adults who could really compete with the best. And I'm always greeted with a smile, I'm always greeted with a welcome. Everyone surfs together like they're part of a community, and it's incredibly respectful, patient, and everyone's always cheering for one another. It's a pretty neat experience. I've become particularly fond of surfing alongside some of the young local kids who are out there every day. There's this one kid, his name's Nelson, very shy, speaks very little English, but always has a smile from ear to ear. And I'd say he's probably 10, 12 years of age, and he's out there typically with his brothers and his cousins. Now, I met Nelson as he was riding the front half of a surfboard that had been snapped in half. So he was riding this half board, no fins on it, nothing, and he was doing this outstanding job. And I was just so incredibly impressed, because there's no way that I could do anything like that. But that was the equipment that he had available to him, and he was making the most of that experience, and he was having fun. So, one of the greatest pleasures that I've had since being here in Nigeria is that my boys and I were able to gift Nelson a surfboard of his own. So we brought a number of boards with us here to Nigeria, and my boys have outgrown a few of them. To be able to donate one of these to Nelson, a kid with such little, and to see the joy that he had because of it is just incredibly amazing, right? Just phenomenal. And I can now go down the Tarkwa Bay any day of the week, any time of the day. And the one thing that is always certain is that I'll see Nelson out there, and he's on that surfboard, and it truly is fantastic.